guys, this is Mama Sue, and today we're going to make these cool wire wrapped earrings, but we're going to make it in just a little smaller size because you get these too big and then they're heavy, but they're they're really cool looking on. Oop. Where I can't hold on to it. There you go. Hope you can see that good. It's a really cool pair of earrings. See there? So that's what we're going to be doing. And when we're doing this, we're going to be, after we get the wire bent like it is, then we're going to wrap around our wire around here to keep these two pieces together. Then we're going to wrap around this side right here, and it'll go through the hole of the black bead or the bead. Haven't decided what color bead I'm going yet. Oh yeah, I did. And then we're going to come back over to this side. I go up a little and then I come back down. Then we're going to wrap each one of these little beads on here as we go around. And it'll make a cool earring. Okay, well this one's made with lava. Here's the one that we're going to be making today. Today we're going to make it with one of those pretty red pearls. I hope you can see that. But that's just, there we go. See how cute that is? And this one's a lot smaller, so it hangs nicer on your ears. These ones are a little bit too heavy for me. But you could always use a weaker, a lighter metal. I used a steel metal on this. So this is really heavy. But I think they're real pretty. Anyway, here's what we've got. We've got 4 inches of wire. That's to make this size. We need 4 inches of wire. And we need 1 wire. We need 6 of these little beads. These are the little metal type spacer beads. Then we need 2 size 6 of these rings, and then we need a size 5. Now we will get busy. Okay, I'm going to show you how I folded this wire here. This one's all folded already. And this is what's going to make the whole frame right here around your earring. Let me move this camera just a little bit so you can see my hands better. I'm trying not to get out of focus. So when you're making this is pretty easy to do this part, because you're going to use all the metal on this. You're not going to have any left over. So you're going to put it, basically as close as you can to what you think is the middle at your highest point of your round nose pliers. See, I put it at the highest point. And then I'm just going to just move them up like this. Now I'm going to check and see. You see, if you look at this, you'll see that one is longer than the other. See there? So all I got to do to change that is just push this one this way, this one this way, until I get them back straight. Whoop, it's still not there yet. Pull it out a little, pull it over a little. Now is it right? Well, that's pretty close now. Just keep doing that until you get it right where you, oh, look at there. I got it right where it belongs. Now you're going to hang on to this, and you're going to squash this round circle down here. I'm going to grab a plier, and I'm going to squash that end just like that. Just like that. And then I'm going to pull it back open, and that is the start of this. These are exactly the same size, but I wasn't sure if I'd get it exact, but the way I show you, it should come out right every time. But this is just in case, because I had so many problems on my last video. Okay, so now we're going to take our, I like to use the nylon pliers. You can always do this with your fingers. You can just pull and around gate it by pulling on it like this. Just pulling it. But I like it better. I do enjoy these nylon pliers. I just pull it and it rounds itself and it smooths the wire at the same time. So that's what I want to do. Okay, now that when I get it to this shape, I'm going to look at my earring and I'm going to size it up and go, okay, I need to open that more, you see? It needs to be opened a little more, if you notice. This one's more pointy than this one. So I'm just going to take my my chain nose and put it in there and just pull it up a little. Just pull it up. See there? Now I took some of that point out. Let me see if this is right now. I'm trying to make this look like this one. And we got a good match there, see? See how that looks together? Oh wait, let me get it out here. See, that's, well, hey, oh, there you go, the white background. But see how they're the same shape now? Well, pretty much, see there? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind this way, and I'm going to wind this way. I'm going to make them go both out. And that's to make this little circle here. You can see that circle. Those two little circles right there. And it looks weird that I'm rolling them outward instead of inward, but you'll see when I get to the next point. I'm going to go ahead and grab onto this. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna make it kind of a, well, I'm going to make it a nice size hole because I want to put a wire through it when I'm done. Now that one's already touching. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing over here. Twist it. And touch. See, I twisted and touched. Now I've got that to that point. Now I just want to twist it a little bit more to just to give it a happy look. Just a happy little look there. And this is a hard wire. If you get a soft wire, you're going to love it so much more. But I normally use inexpensive wire when I'm doing these videos because I don't like to spend a lot of money on things when I'm just practicing and showing people how to do things. Anyway, that's the way it's going to look now. Now you need to take this and just pull it over like this. Pull it until it looks like a little heart right there in the middle. See there? Then you want to size it up to this one. Now let me show you again. What we did is we had it out like this. Come in clear. Yeah, there we go. We had it out like this. And then all we did was push it in to that point, to where it looked like a little heart. Then we are going to make this and this the same. Now we're just going to bend it a little until we get it right where it looks like it'll work the best. Now this needs to come out some, so I'm just pulling. I'm putting my pliers on and pulling it down a little. Now over here, I'm still gonna pull it down a little. See how I'm doing that? Or let me get it. Looks better on that white. Let's move this out of the way. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I pulled it this way. Now I'm gonna pull this one up, up, and then I can always push in a little because I want to get it to the same size as that other one. And I just came up with this idea the other night, and so I'm trying to get it all good for you. If I would have done it the same time as the other one, it might have been better, but I didn't want to take up too much time. Now, it's getting there. It's getting there. Or let me see. See how it's getting close? And this one is a little bit bigger hole, so I'm going to close that a little. Because we do want those pretty close to the same. Okay, I'm going to put this to this one and see how we are. This one looks, that one looks pretty darn close. See, it's laying right on top of it. And I think I've got the same shape. It doesn't look like it right now because you don't have any beads on there. But we will show you what's gonna happen. I just wanted to pull that one up a little bit because it looked like it was a little bit low. There. Now I'm going to grab the wire. I'm going to use, I'll use this black wire. I'm just going to pull a piece off here and cut it. Well, this is really, really thin. It's about a 28, 26 or 28 right there. It's pretty thin. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to start wrapping right around that centerpiece right there. See? I'm just wrapping. I'm not even trying to be fancy or anything. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this piece right here. But this piece I'm just going to come down like this a bit. Because we're going to be wrapping on that anyway. And it'll look better in the end. Then we don't have to waste any piece of wrapping. Okay, now that we've got that done. Well, we don't have it done. We need to make it as thick as this one. See how thick I've got it on one, and I'm needing to get it thick on the other. Oh, there. Okay, now I'm going to try to get it as thick as that one. And how I did that was just going around and around like this. It doesn't matter if I run out of wire because I can always add another piece. Now let me look at this. And these look pretty much the same here. Get up close. See how those are pretty close? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squash this right now. Now that it's where it should be. And keep these pulled out a little bit. Because we're going to wrap right here in between too to hold these circles open. We're going to put a little piece of wire right there to keep those circles together. Now I'm going to, wait, I didn't decide on my bead yet. Oh, yes, I did. It's right here. Okay. I got it. Okay, so I'm going to start wrapping around this area right here. I'm just going to wind it in there. Not a big deal. See? Very easy to do. Now I'm going to grab a bead and and you can do so many cool earrings with this, even with seed beads. Seed beads, the little seed beads look really cool on these kind of on even circles. If you make a circle, and just put the seed beads on it. Looks really good. Okay, now I'm going to start winding it again. All I'm doing is sticking the back end up in the hole. I'm just sticking that back end right up there, and then I'm pulling it through like that. Now what I want to do is I want to add on one of those little spacer beads, the copper ones. This is how easy it is to put these beads on. Now you could make them real fancy by going really a tight weave, by keeping all your wires close together. But you don't need to on this one. Okay, now I want to push that down toward the middle and then start wrapping. And I want to wrap a couple times and go down to the next one. I'm going to put 3 on this side, 1 on the bottom, and 3 on the other side. Okay, I think we're ready for a bead. And what's nice is you can move these around a little bit to match the other side. Like this one's down too low. See, so it's got to come up a little bit. So I'm going to push that up now so I don't have problems with it later. See, now it's in the right place, or pretty close to the right place. Bring it down just a bit. Okay, now I'm going to put my next bead on. And this is a pretty fast earring for being kind of fancy. Now I'm going to push it down right there, pull my wire, and start pushing it up and pulling it through. See there? Pushing it up, pulling it through. A lot of times, if you grab the wire and pull it this way, you get a kink in the wire. That's why I push. That's why I put it through this way and pull it up, because then I don't get that kink in my wire. Okay, now next bead. Yep. We're almost halfway there. Okay, now where does this one land? That's a good place for it. Okay, I'm going to start wrapping again. But this time I pulled it up through there. That way I told you, but that way I don't like to do it because I always get kinks in my wire, and then I have to pull the kink out before I can go forward again. Okay, I want this to go all the way down close to the bottom. And then I'm going to grab my last bead for this side. Or for both sides, actually. See how nice that is? And if you look at this, you've got them pretty close. Like, you don't need them identical, but I do like to get them close to where they look like one another. And I like the sizes to be, I really like the sizes spot on. You know, I later on, if something doesn't come out right, I'll redo it. I just can't handle it. Drive me nuts. Now I'm going to go down in on this one. Well, why did I do that? I don't know why. I like going the other way. I like going this way. I like going down under, push it up. See how I'm pushing it up and grabbing it. Let's get the next one. Up. Up. Nice. Okay, now let's get our next bead. Ooh, we're down to 3 beads. I'm pushing it up through and pulling the string. Now I'm going to pull this down some so that it's right with the one straight across from it. See, because I want it straight across I want these beads matching up that way. Now I'm going to roll it through a couple times and then put second to the last bead on. I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough wire to go around this whole thing. I'm glad I did. Okay, now I'm going to put the next bead on, and then we got one left. Boy, this is making me good at math. Through the middle, out. See how that's looking? Well, let's get this last one. I got to go one more time and then I'll do it, because I like it up close to that red bead or that maroon colored bead. Now I'm going to push this down there. See? I'm going to hold it kind of with my thumbnail, and I'm going to push it up and through. And through. Look where we are. Or let me do it over the white. Is that better? That's where we are. Now I'm going to do this a couple times here. Now I've got to do it with just the string because it's getting kind of tight. I have to take a chance. Okay, now I'm going to go around this. Then I'm going to stop. No, I'm going to go around this first. See how I'm going in between that, and then I'm coming up and going in between, just so I get a nice roll right there, a tight place. Now I'm going to cut this off, and I'll use this for that middle piece. Let me squash this a little bit. Now I just want to even up that little heart, because I want it to look like the other side. Oop. It's a little bit too much. Okay, let me see it next to the other one. That looks pretty darn good. Now I'm going to put a little metal between. I'm going to feed some wire through those two circles right there. You just stick it right up in there, and just bend it in a U. Just bend it in a U like that, and just stick it through both those circles. See, like that. Now you're just going to, I like to use my pliers. It makes it easier for me. And I'm just going to hold on to this wire and bend it through to the next hole. It's hard trying to make you see it and seeing it myself. Pull it tight and bring it up through the bottom. The easiest way to do this is having a pair of pliers. You need flat nose or needle nose, just enough to where you can put a nice little tight place so that this never changes where it is. It just makes it a stronger earring. This sucker is not going to break on you. Okay, that's enough. I needed like 2 or 3 little places there, and that should be fine. Let me pull this down just a little bit there and tighten that. Now I'm going to cut off those extra wires, and we're almost done. I'm cutting off those wires. Oh, there it is. Lost my pliers for a minute. Now I'm just swashing down those little pieces of wire that were on there. This is my right side because the bead sticks out higher on the right side. There's the back side. See there how it sticks out more on the front side? So we're going to put our rings on here now. We're going to use the two biggers, the 2 size 6. There it is. There. See there? Aren't those cute? Okay, I'm going to put those wires on here. Now these are the split rings. That's all I had in these. So, and I've gotten so used to using them. I use them a lot. I use the other kind. I use the split rings and these kind. This is not the split ring. The split ring is the one that has one ring. This has two, like it's a keychain. So I believe it's a double jump ring. See, got one on. Now I need to get the other side. What I'm doing is I'm finding out where the stop point is on this double jump ring, and that's where it is, like a keychain. And you're going to wrap it on your, when you pull hard, hang on to it real hard, pull out and just turn your pliers, and it'll keep a little opening there for you. Oh, wait a minute, my sleeve's coming off my tool. Okay, I'm going to grab it again. I'm grabbing it, pulling it, and boy, I'm having a hard time today. And I'm going to put it on that other side. I didn't get it open. Let me get different pliers for this. Where are they? Hang on just a second. I want to get a plier that has a grip in it. See the grip in there? A little bit of grip in that plier. I guess you can't see. There. There's grip in. See that grip in the wire in those pliers? It'll hang on to this better. So I'm going to grab a hold of this. There's the stop point right there. Oop. There's the stop point right there. So you grab on to it just a little bit of ways from it so that you can catch the end. And then see how I've got that open? It's open right now. And I'm just going to slip it on. Move this out of the way. Slip it on here. Let me turn it around the other way. The other side kept getting in my way. See how it's like hooked on there, but now I've got to turn it like I'm putting a key on. See? You could always make your own rings. That's not a very hard job to do. Okay, I'm going to pull this down just a little bit because I don't like how sticky this one is. There. Oh, that's much better. Now this one is a really small one. Let me see. That's about a 5. See how small that is? The other ones were 6s. I like to go a little smaller on the top sometimes, just for variation. Now this one will probably open up just fine with this one, but I got to find the open end. There's the open end. And I got it ready to go. And I'm going to stick it on this hook. This hook right here. See how it's stuck on there? Now I'm going to stick it on the other hook. I mean the other ring, excuse me. See how now I've got it on. Now I got to hear 2 snaps and I'll know both pieces are on. There's 1. There's 2. And there you go. Now you've got your rings on. Now all you need is your last piece here. You know how I am. I always have to bend these. I don't like them like that because these were store-bought. And then I'm going to put this on, and then I'm going to glue that to make sure those beads don't come off of this. The French ones, you don't have to worry about it. These are not the French ones. But the French ones you don't have to worry about because they have a flat place on them that keeps their beads on even if you do bend them. Except they're real delicate, so you can break them easier too. So, you know, you get something good with, you get bad with the good. Okay, now I'm going to put the glue on. Oh, I'm not going to use that one. I'm just going to use a little super glue because there's nothing here that's going to break on me. Oop, I got it on my finger, and I hate it when I do that. Let some go down in that little ring-a-ding-ding there. And that is an earring. I hope you can see that good. Is it coming? Oh, there we go. That's the earring. Let me show you the pair. Let me put this lid on here first. Shoot, I got to change this. This is not the right one on here. Hang on a second. I got to find a black one. Black one's here. I think this is the black one. Yeah. Yeah, because I noticed it doesn't have the spring on it and the ball. But you know, I don't have to take it off. I'll just take the spring and ball off here. See how I pulled that up? Oh, no, you didn't. Well, it was down like this. And I put my pliers right here. And then I just pushed inward. And it brought it to a place that I can pull these off. Maybe. I'll get a hold of this. Okay, there they go. Okay, now I'm going to stick those on here so that we can finish this earring set out. Because I definitely do want them to be the same. Okay, right through the hole. Maybe. Where did it go? I think this is it. I got that on there. Now I gotta get the, oh, let me put a little glue there. Then I don't have to worry about it later. Oh. It's a good thing these aren't glass, the way I throw things around. Now I'm gonna put this one on. This is the spring. Come on. Be good to me. Oh, how did I lose the ball? Oh my goodness, I lost the ball playing around. Well, these things happen, and you'll probably have times they happen to you too. Hopefully you don't. Now a little drop of glue. There we go. I got it on with the ball. Man, I thought that would never happen. Oh well, just if it doesn't happen every time, I'm happy. That wasn't too bad. But anyway, let me show you the pair together. How beautiful they are. Look how pretty those are. Oh, can I get a good picture? Come on. You know, I can't get that good a picture, but I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. See there? Now that's those. Maybe I can get this to come in. Oh well. That's the earring for today, and lots of fun. And I also have this pair that I did before that's really big. You can make these any size you want, but I tell you, if you're going to make them big like this, it would be best for you to get a lighter weight wire. You know, you can use the heavy wire with this, but with this one, I wouldn't use the heavy because it makes your earrings a lot heavier. Plus, I've got the lava rock in there. I've got all the beads and the heavy wire. It just puts a drag on your ears. But these ones are awesome. These are lightweight on your ears here because they're so much smaller. I mean, if I put my little finger up there, you can see how small they are. So that's a lot better size for me in this style. Well, that's what I had for you tonight. And you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless and keep you safe. Until tomorrow.